Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. If you're hanging out with us tonight, please like this stream, subscribe, do all the fun things, because it would help us out a great deal. So thank you for being here. Thanks for talking Scream for what is the final Scream stream before the movie comes out tomorrow. Now, some things we got to get out of the way. Subscribers only tonight, so that we don't get anything spoiled. But our friends over in France have already seen it. Now, guys, some of y'all are leaving some comments that are a little spoilery. So all I ask is that we keep it spoiler-free tonight, and then Friday night, we will go full-blown spoiler mode. Full-blown, just spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. But no spoilers tonight. And I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to block anyone who puts some spoilers out there because, guys, majority of the public does not have an opportunity to see this one yet. So I really don't want to block anybody. Just hold your spoiler. I know we're all excited, but just hold your spoiler talk until Friday. And we will be talking. It'll be great. Now, I'm just going to put a little chat in the chat, little message in the live chat, so everyone knows not to keep it spoiler-free tonight. Keep it spoiler-free, or be blocked. And again, I don't like blocking people. I don't want to do that. So don't make me do that. Don't force my hand here. All right, we're going to pin that bad boy, and then we're going to get into this. Why won't it let me pin that? Go to channel? Who is this mysterious Killjoy Jake? It won't let me pin that. That's so cool. That's fine. No worries. No worries. We'll figure it out in time. You know what, Erica, if you're hanging out with us, and I greatly appreciate you, my good friend Erica, if you could just put maybe like a revolving chat in there. For whatever reason, I can't pin this. Usually it allows me to do this. Can you just put like a chat in there like every couple of minutes or so just to say no spoilers? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, let's get to this. Let's talk some last minute final predictions, final thoughts before we get into Scream 7, and we'll see what this is all about. So we have Horror Queen becoming a Ghostface member. Thank you so much, Horror Queen. Greatly appreciate your support. I have a really fun members-only video coming out very, very, very soon. Talking about recapping a lot of other February horror that I didn't get really around to in some big videos. Things I want to break down and talk about. Wow, we had some stinkers this month, some big disappointments that I kind of want to break down in a big video. So, sadly, it's gonna be a big, it's gonna be a big sad video, is what it is. Just a lot of movies that came out this month that I was like, oh man, a lot of disappointments in February. But hopefully that changes tomorrow, right? Right? I really hope so. Who else we got with us tonight? We have Emmett Davis Rock fan. We got Allie. What's up? What's up? Erica's hanging out with us. Yo, yo, yo. Timothy Meads. Jacob Pace Wells. What's up? What's up? Mental Health is saying, woohoo. Yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Mental health is positive. That is nice to see. It's not always that way, so that's good. We got Maddie Stager saying, what's good? What's up? What's up? It is a spoiler-free stream tonight. Collarbone YouTube. Thank you for being a channel member. I greatly appreciate you. Cad HXX is saying, hey, what's up? What's up, Cad? Welcome in. Are you excited for Scream 7? Let us know. Magnificent Logo is here saying, yo. What's up, Magnificent Logo? How we doing? That logo is magnificent. It's literally a fucking dog. You don't get much better than that. I don't know. I love it. 10 out of 10. Dave Sim is saying meowdy. Erica, what's up? What's up? And we also have Xanax the Clown here, guys. Maybe my favorite screen name so far. So much love all around, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with us. Wow, we got 103 people watching right now. What do you know? How about them apples? That's crazy. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, again, you got to subscribe to be able to chat because we're worried about people coming in and, well, you know, spoiling things, and that's no fun. We're not really too big of fans of all that nonsense. But if you're cool and you want to talk horror and have fun, you're absolutely welcome. So let us know your thoughts on Scream 7 and all other things. All other things that maybe you're excited for, because we got a lot of really cool movies coming out. Not even just Scream stuff. Lots of thoughts, lots of theories, lots to get into. We're getting like no chats. I don't know what's going on. Huh? No one's. Everyone's just like, I'm too terrified to get Scream 7 spoiled. I think that's what's up. Everyone is too horrified of making that happen. I'm gonna hit a refresh because I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what's going on. Weird how that works. Weird how that happens. I will say regarding Scream 7, yeah, I think a lot of, I'm like, there's 100 people here and there's no chats coming through. What's up with that? Justin Wise just chatted. Yo, what's up, my friend? How are you? Oh, wait, here we go. It's coming through now. Collarbone YouTube. It's not letting me chat. Well, you just chat. There we go. I think I might have put too many restrictions on this stream. I'm that worried about it spoiling, guys. I don't want to see it happen. That would really bum me out. I set it to like subscribers only. If you're a subscriber, you should be able to chat. That's bizarre. I'm like vamping up here. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Hang on now. 2 seconds, everybody. So sorry. Little technical difficulties on tonight's stream. I am not seeing it where it usually is. That is bizarre. Recording date? Why am I not seeing chatting? Chat stuff. Hang on now. Hang on now, everybody. You know, if you can chat, let me know if you're excited for Scream 7. I am. Let me know the thing that you're the most excited for, though, because that's the biggest thing that I would like to get into. Things that I've seen a lot of people comment things that they feel they're going to be disappointed with when it comes to this movie, and I'm really hoping that we get that everyone comes out of this happy, because I'm just concerned that some people want some things from this that just may not happen. I am not seeing where. Okay, here we go. I guess we're just gonna open it up to everyone because I don't know what else to do. Okay, I changed it. See how that looks. Try now, ladies and gents. Let's see what happens now. See what's going on this time. Hey, there we go. I see more people. An axe murderer. Yo, Kay. Hey, what's up? What's up? I think we're making it happen. Now. There we go. I just pooped my pants. I was so worried there for a second. But thankfully, there's no more poop in my pants. Your boy is sick as hell too. So it's a great day to get sick. Life is good. We're loving life, and more chats are coming through. So all things are good. FWE123, what's up? What's up? Thank you for all the 123s, guys. I appreciate it. I feel like we're in a Michael Jackson song. This is wonderful. Oliver loves Saw. What's up? What's up, dude? I'm so excited. We're gonna get into some Saw here soon. I want to start. So as you guys know, I'm gonna start rewatching Dexter very soon here, and alongside that, I'm also gonna be like tackling some other movies and stuff, some other horror movies when we can fit it in. Of course, news updates are always going to be a focus of this page too. But I think the Saw franchise might be what I tackle next. So Oliver, that's gonna be something to look out for alongside the 2 Dexter things a week. I see Collarbone saying hola, love it. Chase Sloth King is with us. Thanks for being a channel member. Chillin' Dylan. Thank you for all the numbers, guys. I just appreciate it so much. Michael Rue 8910. I love it. What's up, everybody? How we doing? All right, we're seeing chats come through now, which is really exciting. Let us know your thoughts on Scream 7. Let us know things you're excited for, things you're worried about, things that, might be a little concerning, things that you want to make sure happen in a certain way. Alicia, Five Nights at Freddy's, is saying, hello, Jake. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Are you excited for the next Five Nights at Freddy's? Let us know. West Sid from the West. What's up? 900. I think you might have the. Oh no, we had someone with 8,900. You don't have the biggest number so far, but it's a big number. 900 is a lot. Try counting the 900. Take you a long time. Stu is alive is saying, hey Erica, what's up? What's up, Stu? Welcome in. Prediction from Collarbone is saying Gale and Tatum are the killers. Crazy, but that's what I'm going for. Well, you know, if it's something crazy like that, we could never see it coming. So, I mean, if you're all about the shock value, baby, there you go. There you go. There you go. Kay is saying, I've been spoiled by so much of this movie now, and I've been up since last night reading reviews, catching up with everything that I have missed. My head is hurting so much with the lack of sleep. I've only seen one review, and I stopped there because I'm like, nope, don't go down this rabbit hole, Jake. I don't want to. I hate seeing reviews for movies before I see them, which probably sounds very counterintuitive running this YouTube channel, right? But I don't like seeing. I want to formulate my own opinion and then talk about it, and then watch all the other reviews, see what other people think. But I really like to watch something first, kind of get my thoughts, and then see what everyone else thought about it. Justin Wise is worried Stu is going to be AI. I really think that's all that Stu is going to be in this movie, and I'm curious what the reaction is going to be to that. I don't know, man. I'm worried that might be true. Just based on what we've seen in the marketing so far. You know, we've only heard his voice, and we've only ever seen him on a glitched out TV. So that tells me, we're probably not going to get Stu Macher in the flesh. Especially with how much this, the marketing campaign for this movie has showed just about everything. They're showing everything from this movie. Like, I feel like we would have gotten just a legit shot of the guy if he was still alive somehow, some way. Oliver Love Saw has been a member for 10 months, throwing a little chat out there. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being a member. Hello, everyone. I have my tickets for Scream 7 for Thursday night. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you to see it. I'll be seeing it Thursday night as well, like the very first showing Thursday. I'm going with some buddies. It's going to be fun. And I will give you my immediate out of the theater reaction and thoughts about it. And I hope I like it. I really do. I have my worries. We've been talking. I've been on a ton of streams just in the past 4 or 5 days, kind of going over things I'm worried about, like my essentially my predictions with the film. And I think that a lot of the things I'm worried about are likely going to be true. Like, I think there's going to be a lackluster energy to the overall story of this one, but I do think there is still going to be some shocks, some surprises that lend itself to something cool. So I'm really hoping that this one delivers, but I don't think it's going to be the best Scream sequel by any means. I hope it's not the worst. I'm hoping for the best, and you know, if the worst comes, well, I'm expecting the worst and hoping for the best. Let's say that. That's the best way to look at it. Austin Allman is hanging out with us too. What's up? What's up? Fort Misery Gaming is saying, Jake, so excited you were finally watching Dexter. I wish I won one of those memberships to see your reviews. How far into the show are you? No, oh, dude, hang on now. So, no, we haven't, it's going to be public. It's not going to be for Patreon or channel members. I'm going to introduce some Patreon channel member stuff regarding this series moving into next month. But no, these videos are going to be public, just like the Screams 1 through 5 reaction videos that are on the page currently. They're going to be very similar to that. We're going to watch 2 episodes of Dexter per video. Is what it's going to be. So that's going to be starting sometime in the middle of March, and we're just going to go through the whole damn series, and not just the complete series. We're going through New Blood. What's the other one? Original Sin, Resurrection, like every single one, every Dexter thing. We're gonna go through it. We're dedicating the page to Dexter. Old Jake needs to take a swing for the fences, and this is the Dexter hill I'm gonna die on. I love Scream so much. I love it so much, and it's great, and it's the reason I have this channel in the first place. But I need to talk about something else. I'm getting burnt out on Scream, and frankly, I've said everything I needed to say about the Scream franchise. Outside of updates for what comes next, I need to have a series on something else. So I'm hoping you guys will give this Dexter series a watch. I am dedicating basically the next year of my life towards the series and making content on it. So I really, really hope that you guys check this out and give it a watch. Madison just deleted some 6-7 messages, and I just think that's really funny. I literally see the message deleted by... that's too funny. Okay, anyways. What else is happening here? Kay is saying, I'm so excited to see it, and your thoughts. I always enjoy looking at reactions, but I also do try to not look too much before I see a movie. That's good. That's always good. Seriously. Go see the movie, formulate your own opinion, and then see what the weirdo on YouTube with the snotty nose has to say about it, right? That's what I like to do. I like to see a movie and then see what everyone else has to say about it. I also I like being shocked by seeing people who have a completely different take than what I'm thinking about something. Because it's always fascinating. You never expect it. And it's like, wow, I didn't even think about that. That's a really different and interesting angle that I never could have even cooked up in my own brain meat. We got Clark Kent out there. Thank you for being a channel member. Yo, what's up? What's up? Damian Thurser is saying 6, 54231. Is that how you rank the movies? Let us know. Anime Night is excited to see this film. Very nice, very nice. And speaking of ranking the movies, we will be doing that on Saturday. I got my review coming out on Friday, ranking of all 7 movies on Saturday, and then I'm going to be ranking all the Ghostfaces Sunday. Now, guys, I got to be straight up with y'all. I promised y'all a schedule this week for Scream Week, and it kind of fell apart. I've been under the weather, and Tuesday I woke up with one of the worst head colds I think I've had in my entire life, and I'm still fighting it and battling it right now. I spent Tuesday just kind of getting over that, and I still even filmed my Scream 5 video, but I'm like, I gotta push everything by a day, sadly. So I know I said I was gonna do a big final predictions video, but I'm just gonna have to cut that, sadly. This is it. We're talking final predictions tonight. My final putting my money down on things, and we'll see if it comes true. So we will get to that shortly, I'm sure. But I do want to say, more importantly, I want to see what all of you guys have to say about things that I'm interested in. Regarding Scream 7, of course, your thoughts, your theories, your hopes, your dreams, things that might get crushed by Kevin Williamson here in 24 hours. But things I am excited for nonetheless to see how they all go down. We have Peyton Ruark. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the support, my friend. You're saying, Jake, how we doing, baby? I'm excited, dude. I'm so excited. We have been waiting for Scream 7 for like 3 years, just about. And I'm just over the moon that we have another one of these bad boys on the horizon. I cannot wait. And we're already hearing rumblings about Scream 8 getting going too. So life is good. We're even hearing we got a big Terrifier 4 update today too, which is exciting. So lots to love. You're saying Scream 7 tomorrow and on Slime MHB Day. Oh yeah. I have a buddy at France who told me that Scream 7 is the best sequel since Scream 2, to him at least. That's interesting. I've been hearing a lot of mixed things from our friends over in in France. I've gotten a few comments from people who are like, dude, worst Scream movie ever. And I'm like, damn, come on now. It can't be the worst one. I don't know about that. We'll see though. We'll see. I really hope it's the best one since Scream 2. That would be great. That would be really cool. We need a good reveal though. That's the big thing. I just got done rewatching Scream 6 for a video that's going out tomorrow for the reaction series. And, I love Scream 6. The reveal is just a little disappointing, and going back through that journey, it's like, yeah, that does feel a little like kind of stomping on some toes. It's like, man, we had a lot of cool shit going, and then that reveal kind of comes and you're like, well, of course it's them, They did so much to try and make it seem surprising, and then all 3 reveals kind of just pissed their pants. You had clean pants the whole movie, and then you done went and pissed your pants right at the end. It's no fun. But I appreciate Scream 6 for what it is. I like that it's a little parody of the franchise as a whole. A lot of cool observations from Radio Silence, I think, in that film that I really appreciate. And I'm excited to talk about it in a big old nasty reaction and review video tomorrow. So I really hope that you guys dig that. I've been really enjoying making those reaction videos. I really hope you guys will check out the Dexter series because, man, this has been a fun series to make. It's given me a lot of life. And I really hope that we can keep it going for some time because it's fun. It's fun as hell. But I'm excited for Scream 7. Lots of Scream 7 content coming this weekend, baby. We got a review coming. We got a ranking video of all 7 movies, where all these are going to land. I still don't even know what that's going to look like yet. And then ranking all the Ghostfaces, which is probably going to be the trickiest video of the weekend. I'm saving that for Sunday because I'm really going to be on the fence. I don't know. First of all, I don't know how many Ghostfaces we're getting from 7. And then on top of that, what is there currently, like 14? There's 14 Ghostfaces, if I'm not mistaken, because there's 5 and 6, and there was 9 before that. So it's 14 plus whatever's coming this next movie, my God, that's a lot of ghost faces. It's gonna be hard to rank all them bad boys. So I'm definitely excited to get into that. Lots of good stuff coming, my friend. And I'm really excited for Scream 7. Peyton, thank you for the $10. I hope this movie bangs. Keeping my fingers crossed. 24 hours from now, your boy will be seeing it. Anime Night is saying, I recently discovered that in the original 7th film plan, Sam became Ghostface because the ghost of her ghost Billy made her accept her fate. I don't know. We never got very specific details about what that meant, so to say. If she was actually like a bad guy, so to say, or if she was just like a ghost face going after maybe some unsavory people, maybe more people who wanted to follow in Richie's footsteps, maybe more people who, wanted to accuse her of things she didn't actually do. A big part of Scream 6 was, things in the media that are purposefully misleading to make one believe something that isn't true. And I wonder, to me, I think the original plans for Scream 7 would have focused even more on that. And then that's why you would have had Melissa Barrera, go Ghostface, so to say. I would have been so down for that story. I feel like everyone just reads that and they think, oh, the big twist at the end is that, it was Sam the whole time. The main girl you've been following is the killer now. I can't believe that would be true. I imagine it would be something like the opening scene of Scream 6, but the entire movie. But you're actually rooting for Melissa Barrera, to kill all of them. Maybe it's one of those like controversy kind of things, controversial, where you're following this character who is killing a bunch of people, but killing a bunch of bad people, people who are doing some really nasty shit, or maybe we're going to become ghost faces. That could have been an interesting storyline. That to me is where I always kind of thought Scream 7 was going to go. It felt like there was a lot of setup for something along those lines. But I don't know. It could have been anything. The world may never know what that Scream 7 script was going to look like. JJ's throwing $2 out there saying, Scream 8, we need new cast, locations, and meta. This is a big conversation when it comes to Scream 7. We had Kevin Williamson recently say that it wasn't going to be... Scream 7's not meta. There's no meta commentary, no meta humor. What? You can't make a Scream movie without any of that. That's chaos. That's crazy. What even is this franchise without that? Fort Misery Gaming, yeah, Sam as the Punisher. I 100% agree. That's what it would be, right? But Scream 8, being that, JJ, I would love these things. I think when Kevin Williamson says that, Scream 7 isn't going to be meta, I think he's referring to the same thing that they were saying before Scream 6. A lot of the dialogue isn't going to be focused on trying to make meta jokes or characters that feel like they're from a cheesy horror movie, right? Because that's just not relatable anymore here in 2026. Like, most horror movies feel a little more grounded these days versus you go back to the late 90s, it's a little different story. Now there's a little more of realism in our horror. There's more horror movies getting nominated for Oscars. They're more widely accepted, I feel, just because of the way that they're made. And maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. That's up to you to decide. But I feel like when they say we're not making things meta anymore, I feel like all they mean is we're just not going to try to make we're not going to crack some meta jokes every 2 seconds. 5 and 6 have meta commentary. Just not in the way that the franchise has always done it. So I definitely think Scream 7 will still have something to say, still have some commentary and agenda, which all the Scream movies have that. I don't think it's going to be done in the same way as like Screams 1 through 4 or 5 even. So that's my thoughts at least. But JJ, I do agree. I would like a new cast. I would like some new locations. We're going to Pine Grove, Indiana, but it's essentially serving as the same location as Woodsboro, right? I mean, it's what's the difference? What's the difference except Sydney can't be living in Woodsboro because fuck that noise, right? Pine Grove, it's the same kind of setting. It's small town USA. It could be anyone's backyard essentially, which is the relatability aspect of it, which is fun and it works. But it's been done to death in this franchise. I mean, you can kind of say like Screams 1, 4, 5, and now 7 have all essentially had the same setting, So I'm really hoping for a new location and some new cast members, maybe a bigger focus on Tatum, maybe Scream 8. And I've pitched this before. This is what I personally would like to see for Scream 8. Instead of doing the typical college angle, what if it's like she's coming back she's going on like a spring break vacation or something with her friends. Tatum's now in college. She's made friends with a whole new group of people. there. And instead of being in classes and Ghostface strikes, she's on vacation somewhere. We're on Miami Beach or some bullshit like that. Just give me a different location somewhere else than where we've been before. Because man, we've done it up in these different locations. I think Scream 6, 3, and 2 stand out so much because of their, being somewhere else, and how that plays into the story. I really want that. I totally agree, JJ. Give me a different place that Ghostface can be running around, throwing the knife, and all that fun stuff. Ghostface Mace is throwing 2 out there. Thank you for the support. Sorry, still sick. Saying, hope this movie breaks the cycle of bad ghost faces. I mean, it's really only been one movie that had some rough ghost faces. I still like the Jason and Greg in the beginning, but that's not really the focal point of that film, right? So I don't know. Me personally, I love Amber and Richie. I think they're great. I think they had Amber at least had a very good reveal, and they had a really interesting motive about the stab movies, which I thought was cool. So as long as this movie isn't, relatives of another character that are just out seeking revenge, I might be into it. We'll see though. We'll see how it all plays out. I agree. I really want some good ghost faces, people to talk about and be part of the conversation. Be up there with some of the likes of, like your Billies, your Stews, your Jills, your Mickeys. I really hope these characters are in that conversation, especially with Kevin Williamson writing this one, man. Come on. There's got to be some good killers. I'd be so disappointed otherwise. Del Sanford is with us. Thank you so much for being a channel member. What's up, my friend? Yo, yo, yo. Kelly is saying, hey, folks, can't seem to make it on time no matter how hard I try. No worries. Don't worry. It's all good. Thank you for being here now, Kelly. You got your tickets for a Friday matinee show here. Very nice. You'll be able to make our Friday live stream talking spoilers later that night. So that's going to be fun. Definitely stop on by. Emmett saying, enjoy the movie. Same to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Unbridled Instinct is saying a lot of potential with Samantha. You could have done things differently with her. Sadly, we won't see her anytime soon in the Scream franchise. I know it's a major bummer. I think I'm definitely gonna miss Melissa Barrera. Like I said, I'm fresh off of a Scream 6 watch, and going through that again, I'm like, man, I love Sam Carpenter. I don't know if I loved her that much in Scream 5, but in Scream 6, we really figured out this character, and just the core 4 in general. I love all 4 of them, honestly. After watching Scream 6 again, I'm like, damn, really gonna miss them in this movie. So I'm glad we have Chad and Mindy at least, but I am gonna miss the core 4. A lot of potential with a good new group of characters that's all just getting shot down now, I mean, could you imagine if after, Scream 2, they just decided we're not going to focus on Sidney Prescott anymore? Like, how big of a disaster would that have been? I get why a lot of people are upset. I don't think it's cool that people are trying to spoil the movie before it comes out. That just sucks. That's like childish behavior. I don't know. That's kind of wild to me. But look, if you're going to boycott the movie, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, there's nothing wrong with going and seeing the movie, man. I don't know. It's one of those conversations that has gotten a little weird and a little strange, and I think it all comes down to just people who are really upset about their fictional character not being in this new movie. They care more about that than they do the real life implications, and I think that kind of sucks. It's like if you actually did care about that thing, you would do something about that thing versus try to spoil the movie for fans of a film franchise. That's just despicable and frankly kind of sad. But that's just my thoughts, at least on the matter. We have Gemstone Ghoul throwing a buck out there. Thank you so much, Talia. Thank you for being with us. I hope you freaking enjoy Scream 7 tomorrow. Oh, I hope this movie rocks. Isaiah is saying boycott will not work. Scream 7 will be a box office hit. It absolutely will. My God, it's tracking for a franchise record opening right now. And, the other thing you got to remember about the people who are saying they're going to boycott it is that half these people are still going to go. Half these people are still going to go and check it out. There's a lot of talk, right? A lot of loud voices, but that's all it is. It's just a vocal minority. When in reality, a lot of people are very excited to see this thing, and I am too. I'm excited to see what this is all about. This is a big deal for the Scream franchise. We have Kevin Williamson, the original creator of the series, at the helm, directing the film and writing. That's a very big deal. I think all Scream fans, I can see being excited for this. I have my worries, you know, I'm scared of everything that's going on behind the scenes with this flick, but I'm still very excited for it. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more I read about behind the scenes stuff, it seems like Kevin is probably going to be at the helm for some time. And I think that he'll probably do Scream 8 again. And I feel like that movie has the potential to be even better. Maybe it'll have way less behind the scenes drama and bullshit. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? So keeping my fingers crossed. That's what's up. There are issues with messages not coming through. I believe it's on YouTube's side, says Madison. Just to throw that out there. I don't know what's going on with that. Not 100% sure, but we do have 174 people here, and if you're watching, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the page. Does mean quite a bit. I'm so sorry that just messages aren't coming through. It must be a weird YouTube thing. Sig Judge is throwing 5 out there. Thank you for your support. You're saying, woohoo, I'm seeing Scream 7 in 12 and a half hours from now. Very, very exciting. Nice. Thanks for your continued passion for the franchise, Jake. What are you screening? What's my screening plans? So I'm going at 6:30 with some buddies, just gonna go see it, do my out of theater reaction, and get a nap in because Friday is gonna be chaos. I'm basically getting right into my review early Friday morning, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a whole day of just talking a whole weekend of talking Scream and doing a bunch of crazy videos. So I cannot wait. I think my OBS is crashing, which is not good, which is definitely not a good thing. I just got a little flash on the screen. If I go dark, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say I will try to be back momentarily. But let's get to this. Erica is throwing $2 out there saying 160 people watching, 178 now, only 65 likes. Hit that like button, baby. Erica, thank you for the 2. I greatly appreciate it. Sig, by the way, going back to this super chat, what are your plans? What do you like to get at the theater? You know, in terms of popcorn, candy, drinks. What do y'all get? I always get a cherry cola, cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi if that's all they got. Some popcorn and maybe if I'm feeling crazy, those sweet tart ropes, man. Those absolutely fuck. Top 10 candy. I just heard my fiance Madison sneeze in the other room. We're going through it right now. I'm probably gonna mask up and all that before we get to the theater. I would hate to get somebody sick, because man, I don't know. It's crazy how these things happen on busy weeks like this. Just out of nowhere, you'll just get hit with it. So be careful, stay safe. It's going around, ladies and gentlemen. So stay healthy. Sloppenheimer saying I had to unsubscribe and resubscribe. What? That's bizarre. Weird. Well, thank you for being here now. We appreciate you. CB is saying Scream 2's opening took place at a different location. The rest of them were homes and Jason's apartment in Scream 6. Do you think we should get a different location for a future Scream opening? Yeah. I mean, we got a restaurant in Scream 6 and then Jason's apartment, in all fairness, right? That's kind of a cool place to start that film. I would say I definitely want to get some crazier locations in the future. We're going to Stu's house this time, and I feel like the opening scene for this movie might be kind of cool. We're burning down Stu's house. I mean, that's something, right? I feel like that's kind of special. So hopefully this opening scene rocks, but I totally agree. I would like to get some more exciting locations. Talia might see it twice tomorrow and then again on Saturday with my friend. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. I definitely want to get another screening in maybe next week at some point. I'm going to be kind of slowing down on videos at the start of March. You're still going to see a bunch of live streams on the page, but I'm just gonna kind of slow down on the video making. Want to see some movies, want to vibe for a little bit for sure. What else is going on here? We got Talia's also saying popcorn, Coca-Cola, and sneak in a full meal of my own candy. There you can see that's how you do it, right? No, I'm just kidding. That's too funny. I love it. Erica's saying get your stab shirt while they last. There's also a hat and a sticker. Guys, these stab shirts are cool as fuck. Go check it out at the merch store. Erica is throwing the link out there. Great to wear it going to the theater. to see Scream. I'm just saying. So really cool shirt, really cool sticker, really cute ass hat too. And Erica is also throwing the link out to my brand new Scream 5 reaction, the rewatch video. It was a lot of fun to make, so go check those out. All 5 of those videos are bangers on the franchise, and Scream 6, the video on that one, comes out tomorrow, so check it out very early. I'm halfway through editing it already, and it's gonna be fun. Horror Movie Lover is saying, what's up, how we doing? Unbridled Instinct gets hot dogs, nachos, and snow caps. Oh, snow caps are crazy underrated. I love that. Anime Night, Coca-Cola, chicken tenders, and fries with candy for my meal. Very nice, very nice. I don't think I've ever gotten nachos. I've talked about that before. I'm like, nachos at the theater sounds like a really interesting experience. I'm going to have to do that. Fort Misery has the Regal Snack Saver. There you go. 50% off drinks and popcorn for the whole year. Definitely worth the money. That's nice. That's really nice. I might have to look into that. I have like the membership for Regal, so I think you get like 10% off like concessions or whatever in general. So that's not bad. It's pretty nice, but we'll see. We'll see what it's like when I when I go tomorrow, and it's usually still like 20 something bucks, and it's like, dude, I'm literally just getting popcorn and a drink most times, and it's like 26 bucks. I'm like, that's wild. Whew, shit's expensive these days. Collarbone YouTube is saying, Jake, I believe that these leaks are fake by Paramount, and they intentionally put out fake footage to confuse us, like the fake scripts from earlier movies. Dude, that is dedication right there. If they filmed like a reveal with different characters and put it out there, that's crazy. That would be the commitment to the bit like we've never seen before. And you know what? I would be so down for it. So I hope, whatever that footage is, I still haven't seen it. Thank God. Maybe it's all just AI BS. That is absolutely a possibility these days. Alicia Five Nights at Freddy's is saying, I hope that Scream 7 tries to do different things and that they handle Stu returning well. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. It's a big question for sure. Mr. Sin 702 is saying, I'm going to get the second Scream red alcohol drink and a bag of Reese's Pieces. Very nice, very nice. They have a drink at Regal. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like some sort of like it's a Scream Cola or something, if I'm not mistaken. Horror Movie Lover, you and your brother are gonna watch it tomorrow dressed up as Ghostface. Nice, that's awesome. Very cool, very cool. Stephanie Chen you're going to see Scream 7 this Friday. Very nice. Enjoy. Gorehound Gazette, thank you for the $10. Saying, here's 10 for your ticket and my thanks for your channel. You are too kind, my friend. Thank you for being with us. So much love. I really do appreciate your support of the page, dude. It helps quite a bit. So thank you for all that. It helps my sick ass recover too. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I really hope you enjoy the movie. If you're seeing it tomorrow, I hope too, or maybe early Friday, whenever you're able to make it out. Melly also is, thank you for being a channel member. I love this comment. Big weekend, Scream 7 and Resident Evil 9. Yes, we're going to play Resident Evil 9 on the page Friday night, by the way. So after we're done talking about Scream 7, we're going to hop over and I'm going to play Resident Evil 9 for the first time. It's going to be fun. I'm so excited for that, by the way. It's been a long time since I played a Resident Evil game, and I'm so excited to stream 9. It's going to be fun. So stick around after the Scream 7 talk for some of that. Apex Layton is saying, missed opportunity to say Final Scream instead of Final Stream. The Final Scream. That's it. That was it. That was the Final Scream right there. I love that though. That's funny. That's great. I don't think this is going to be the final Scream movie though. Can we just say that? I really don't. They're gonna make more, dude. Scream 8 is inevitable, and I think Scream 7 is gonna make a buttload of money, dude. So I think there's a big future for the Scream franchise as of right now. So we are definitely, we got more to come. That's for sure. Erica is reminding everybody, hey guys, let's not talk spoilers or leaks until Friday on the page. So I know some of y'all have seen it already. Please don't spoil it for the rest of us. Us folks here in the States and other parts of the world have not been able to check it out yet. So please no spoilers in the chat until tomorrow. I know a lot of people are excited. I'm excited too, but please don't put anything out there until Friday. Friday spoilers go. So you can put whatever you want about the movie in the chat then. But I have not seen it yet. I don't want to have anything spoiled. I have my guesses, and that's about it. Ooh. Well, see, that's someone I'm gonna have to put you in timeout for 24 hours. I'm so sorry, buddy. Someone's trying to spoil the movie. That's no fun. Carrie Crave Cinema has been a member for 27 months, saying, seeing Scream 7 tomorrow, enjoy, for the fan event. I'm too excited. Not as excited as being a member to this channel for 27 months, though. I enjoy this Kool-Aid. Thank you for sipping on the Kool-Aid for 27 months, Carrie. That really does mean a lot. Thank you. The Killjoy Kool-Aid is delicious for every single one of y'all, so check out the membership program. It's fun. We have a fun video coming out this weekend regarding a bunch of movies that I got to see in February, just kind of recapping the month. Big disappointments. Maybe a big success here at the end with Scream 7. We'll see. Well, fingers crossed. We'll see. So I'm excited to recap a lot of those. But Carrie, I really appreciate you being a member, and I really hope you enjoy Scream 7. I hope this bangs, and I hope it's not a disappointment. You know, that's my biggest. It's my biggest thing. I just hope it hits those Scream strides that we're really hoping for. So thank you again for being a member. Justin is saying, who's your favorite Ghostface? Mine is Mickey and Stu and Roman. They are the most dominant, and the one who also won. Which one won? Mickey, Stu, and Roman? They all kind of got killed. Well, Stu maybe, right? Big question mark there. But we'll know if one of them won tomorrow. But Justin, my favorite Ghostface is Jill for sure, especially after this most recent rewatch. I'm just like, dude, Jill gets the biggest reaction out of me without a doubt. She is fucking evil, and that performance where she is, you know, the kind of, I don't want to say it because I don't want YouTube to be mad at me, but that part where she is harming, you know, herself. I try to put a big space in between those words. Wow, that sequence is hard to watch. It's impressive, and I think Emma Roberts fucking knocked that role out of the park. So for me, at least, Jill will always be my number one. I love her as a Ghostface so much. She's so fucking evil too. I can't stress that enough. I mean, she has the most like inhuman motive, I think, out of anyone out there. So she's my number one. Gotta love her to death. It's going to be tough to top Scream 4 for me. Who else is with us? We got Joe Bamba. Thank you so much for being a member. Scream 7, let's fucking go, baby. I know. Sean McClure is saying, spoiler alert, I'm going to see the movie as soon as the theater is open. I can't believe you would spoil that for us, Sean. That's no fun. I'm just kidding. Thank you for being a member. We have Critical Overlord saying, but I thought they wanted to screen it late to avoid spoilers. That was a lie. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird that they're trying to avoid, getting reviews out early for the flick. I mean, I get it. Maybe they just don't want to spoil who the killers are and all that jazz, but it's a wild thing is what it is to me. It makes me feel like they're hiding the film. What's up with that? I hope that's not the case. I hope they're not trying to just be like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Go see the movie. Pay us money. And then it's like mid. That would suck. That would bum me out so much. Hopefully not. Who else do we got hanging out with us? For Misery Gaming is saying Jill has always been number one. Yes, she was number one. Do you think Stu will actually be the killer? Sadly, no. And again, I'm putting my own bias aside. I personally don't want repeat killers of any sort. That's just not really, to me, that just kind of goes against what I like so much about Scream. I like getting a new character to kind of dissect every single time who's the killer. But even with that, I genuinely do not think Stu is going to be alive. I feel like they have made it way too obvious with the marketing that, Stu is a big factor in this film. And there's no misdirection there. There's always misdirection with a Scream film. And if it's just Stu, well, that's already what the marketing has been telling us, that Stu is alive and still doing this somehow. So if that's the case, there's no misdirection. The marketing has already spoiled everything about this film. So I don't believe Stu is alive. I think that whoever the killers are this time around are using Stu through AI deepfake technology to fool Sydney into thinking he's still around. But I don't know how people are going to feel about that. It's going to be one of those things where I'm like, I hope people don't totally hate it and write this movie off. What if that works? What if that's cool? You know, and it's just not what people imagined it to be. So it's like too different from what people really want. I don't know. I hope that if it is good, people don't just write it off and they're like, well, Stu wasn't back, Stu wasn't alive, so I don't care. You know, I really hope people give this one a fair shot just based on what it is conceptually. Alicia is saying Emma Roberts was amazing in Scream 4. I really wish she had gotten away with it. She was so close. I wish we would have gotten Kevin Williamson's original plan for 5 and 6, man. It was really cool. He talked in an interview recently, earlier this week, talking about how his plan for 5 would have been to follow Jill to college, and someone would have known that she was the Ghostface back in Scream 4. There's a new Ghostface coming after her kind of vibes. And I guess Dewey still would have died, which was a big thing that, you know, people were like, well, you know, if Kevin was still in charge of the franchise, if Wes was still in charge of the franchise, Dewey wouldn't have died. No, he still would have died. And I know that bums some people out, but it's like, dude, the fact that Dewey made it as long as he did, that's a shock. That's a surprise. Dewey's always been a bumbling cop, and I love him, but you know, his heart is bigger than his brain. That's just the kind of character he is. And every time I see that scene in Scream 5, it breaks my fucking heart, baby. And I love it. I want movies to make me feel more emotions than just happiness. And and oh wow, someone just got stabbed. You know, I think that's what puts Scream 5 on the map, is the fact that they killed Dewey. That was a big shock. Especially after 11 years of not having the franchise around to do something that big, to take that big of a swing. That's the biggest shock of the whole film. That's what I think. So we got Blindside New Zealand saying, every time a new Scream comes out, I get mad nostalgia vibes from the first one when I was like 13 and the Video Easy store had an entire wall of Scream VHS tapes to rent and all the posters hanging up. Ooh. You know, believe it or not, I did grow up with like a Blockbuster near my house. So like I got a little taste of that before they all went away. But very early on when I was a young kid, we would still go out to Blockbuster and get DVDs. And what was new at the time was Blu-rays. So it was like, oh shit, you know, you got to get Blu-ray. It looks so much better. Whoa. So I do have that memory, and I'm sad that kids these days don't. You know, I think there is such thing as too much convenience, and I think that's what I don't like about streaming, is that there's an infinite possibility of things to watch. What was nice about Blockbuster is that you only had like so many things to choose from, and you had to pick something, right? You had to pick like 1 or 2 movies. That's what that's what I liked about Blockbuster, man. It's like you would just like be like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up because the cover looks cool, and we're gonna go home and watch it. I found so many movies that I probably never would have watched or sought out on my own that way. And now with streaming, it's like, well, I'd rather just watch this other big release versus that weird fucking, you know, Frankenfish kind of movie, right? That was a movie I discovered at Blockbuster that I love. It's a great like sci-fi original, which there's not too many of those. Guys, there's not too many of those, trust me. And man, I miss the video store. I miss the experience of the video store so much. And now they're like all gone, which sucks. Not So Slim Shady is saying, but we're really getting a new Scream and a new Resident Evil game on the same day. Gonna be such a good weekend. Yeah, it's a big weekend for horror fans, man. Wow, lots coming out. Lots of stuff coming out. New Scream movie and a Resident Evil game that I highly anticipated, by the way. It looks cool as hell. It's we're going back to Raccoon City after the bombs dropped, which is sick. And it's like it follows Leon again. It's got like a shade of Resident Evil 4 energy about it, but also like a little bit of 7 and 8, which are the most recent movies. I think it's going to be great. I'm quite excited for the new Resident Evil. I think it's going to be sweet. Sorry about the constant pauses, by the way, tonight. I am so stuffy up in the nose. It's rough if you're just joining us. I have a little bit of a head cold that I'm trying my absolute best to get over. So hopefully I clear this thing out. I'm going to do like one of those neti pot things after this, and just get all the mucus out of my face, because I don't like it being there, frankly. Chills Films is saying, have you had anything spoiled? I gotta kill. No, and please, no spoilers here tonight. I don't want to have anything spoiled before the movie comes out. So far so good, and I want to keep it that way until tomorrow night. Luprexo is saying, what is with Roman in Scream 7? I'm guessing that him, Dewey, and Stu are all going to be AI voices from the killer. That's my guess, at least. And speaking of which, let's just get to final predictions while we're here. So I definitely think those three characters are all just going to be AI voices deep faked on a TV somewhere on screens, trying to fool Sydney into thinking they're still around, still alive, whatever. These are three characters who are all very close and personal to, Sydney Prescott. And I think that's one of those big things where it's like, that could really fuck with her mentality. That might be what they're trying to do there. That could be cool. That could be kind of interesting, kind of stemming from an idea from Scream 3 and applying it to real world horror today. And I'm into that. The killers, I'm banking on it being Anna Camp and her son Lucas. These are the two that I'm very suspicious of. Kevin Williamson recently said that Scream 6 is his favorite sequel. I think he loves family killers too. I don't think he can resist, and I feel like that's what we're about to get, and I'm gonna be disappointed if that's the case. But Mr. Kevin Williamson loves it. A lot of his most recent stuff feature a family of killers. If you guys saw Sick from 2023, it was a little disappointing because it's just like, really? This is kind of just the Scream 2 twist, but during COVID. Bizarre. So I don't know. Not really my cup of tea. I'm kind of sick of the whole family members going killer vibes. So that's something I feel like I'm not going to like about Scream 7. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Anna Camp and her son. That's my prediction as of right now, though. They are really trying to make us think that the son is dead, and they're not showing us Anna Camp in the marketing at all. So what's up with that? I feel like she's our lead killer, and her son is her lackey. So that's my guess as of now. I feel like we're getting not a whole lot of kills. I don't think any of the legacy characters are going to die. I don't think that any of the side legacy characters, so to say, are dying either. Like, I think both the twins live. I think Sydney lives. I think Gail lives. I even think Mark Evans is going to live. I think after getting stabbed a whole bunch, he's going to weakly give the thumbs up, getting wheeled away into the ambulance because they're trying to make him the new Dewey. Let's be honest. I also think that Robbie Rivers is going to survive because I think they want to give Gail a happy ending just as much as they do with with Sydney. So it's things that I don't know how I'm going to feel about them until I actually see them. But I do feel pretty confident about these things just based on the marketing that we've already gotten. So I'm worried that this is going to be Scream 6 again, but starring Sydney Prescott essentially. And I just hope that they're able to find ways to make it different than that, because that just would be a big criticism for me. I don't want to see the same movie again, but just with one tiny little thing altered, which is we're just swapping the focus from one character to the other. If this is just Scream 6 again, I will be a little disappointed, and I hope that's not the case. So I'm hoping I'm wrong with something that I'm talking about there. I would love to be surprised by this film. I would love for it to just fuck me up a little bit. That would be awesome. But we'll see. We will see. Critical Overlord is saying Jake not wanting to spoil his own reveal is next level dedication. Don't let anyone know, Critical Overlord. Shh. I told you guys I'm tree number 2 in this movie. It's a big deal. No, I'm just kidding. I would love to be tree number. I'll be tree number 3 in one of these flicks. Just let me do it. Let's make it happen. Jason Carpenter, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for being a channel member. 24 hours from now, oh my God, going to need that Jack and Coke Zero. I might need one too. It's been a stressful day. Man, stressful week talking about all this fun stuff. CB is saying Pat Jake on the back. It's because of your stuffiness. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm pushing through, baby. I'm pushing through. We also have Laura. Oh man, I ain't gonna be able to pronounce that. Lar, what's going on, my friend? There's a lot of spoilers on X and TikTok. Navigate with caution, everybody. Yes, I've been staying off of those platforms, staying very, very, very far away. I do not want to see any spoilers. That would be no fun. No fun at all. Will there be a sequel to Scream Red Right Hand? I have talked with a friend about doing another Scream fan film. It would not be a sequel to Red Right Hand, but we might do another like a more traditional Scream fan film, so to say. It's a thought. It's something that I'm interested in doing. I just don't know if I would want to be as involved as Red Right Hand nearly killed me. I'm going to be so honest. It was a 1.5 year long project that took every ounce of free time away from me, and it was chaos. So I do not want to be wearing all those hats again, moving into a new project. I wrote, directed, starred in, and basically self-funded that entire project, and it was fun. But next time I get into a project that big, I do not want to be wearing that many hats. So if I do end up doing another Scream fan film, it'll probably be something I either just like kind of act in, direct. One hat. One hat is good enough for me moving forward. But yeah, I'm sure we'll do. We have more projects in the works, that's for sure. Jake, for your theater, did you get the fan showing event with the extra scenes and free Scream swag? I'm not 100% sure. I just got whatever the first ticket was that was available. I just want to make sure that me and some friends could go and see it. It's been kind of a tradition ever since Scream 5 that I go with a certain group of fellas. And we were just concerned about that more than anything. But hopefully we get some free stuff. That would be great. that would be awesome. And I see a lot of people talking about Red Right Hand. If there's a want for more Red Right Hand, we will definitely do it. I really want to do some original projects, though. I think that's kind of that's been what I want more to do more than anything. But I do appreciate the love that Red Right Hand continues to get all these years later. It was such a blast making that, and like I said, it was very hard, but it was very very well, very rewarding in a way. So I hope that we could do something else with that maybe in the future. Who do you think is gonna die first after the opening kill? I'm speculating McKenna Grace. I think she's gonna be our second death, maybe third, I guess. I think we're gonna get our opening scene at the Mocker House. Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Tatro, those two characters are dead for sure, without a doubt in my mind. That house is burning down. Then I think we're getting a bunch of exposition. We're catching up with Sydney. We're meeting her daughter, her friends, all these characters. Then we go to the school, and that's where Ghostface strikes in Pine Grove for the first time. Maybe after Sydney, of course, gets a phone call. We got that scene in the trailer where Sydney's at work now and she gets a call from Ghostface. I definitely think that happens. Then we lead into a big kill at the high school, specifically going after one of Tatum's friends. So that to me is where I'm at mentally. I think that's probably what we're heading into for the film. I don't have too much. Not 100% sure after that, but that I feel like is probably how the first act is going to go. And that's pretty great. Do I think that Scott could be a killer? That's Jimmy Tatro's character. No, I definitely think he's dying in our opening scene. I feel like that couple, that they're meat bags for the slaughter. that's how I feel of them. But I'm excited to see him go. I'm excited to see how it happens. So we will definitely see. I think we already know how Michelle Randolph's character, whose name is Madison, by the way. I think we've already seen how she's going to go. Jimmy Tatro, I'm not 100% sure, though. That's up in the air. So, Collarbone YouTube is saying, "Yo, Jake, this will be my first ever horror movie in a theater. I know it's crazy. I'm an extreme horror fan who hasn't been to a horror movie in a theater, but there's a first time for everything, dude. Oh my god, enjoy." There's so many movies you got to see in a theater with an audience. I feel like sometimes they're maybe even better. I had a great audience for Scream 6. People were clapping after the opening scene. I mean, it was just the energy in the room was phenomenal. So I hope you get to have a lot of good energy, a lot of people who are also really excited to see the film, because it adds to the experience. There's a reason people love the communal experience of seeing a film for the first time. It's really exciting, and I hope that you get that from this. It's addicting. It's wonderful. So I hope you have a really good time, and I hope you get a good crowd. Don Hill Jr. is asking for Ghostface versus Chicken Man. I want to do more with Chicken Man, dude. I have so many thoughts of other things. That Chicken Man short film is like literally just like an opening scene to a greater story, and I really want to do more with that at some point in the future. I have a whole insane idea for basically the other 80 minutes of a film outside of that, and I would love to do more with that at some point if we could, but who knows what'll happen. Maybe sometime in the future. Ghostface 7819 is saying, I've watched the last 6 movies twice this week. Wow. Seeing 7 on Friday and Saturday. Let's go. I hope you enjoy, my friend. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot to love with Scream 7. I love that we have Neve Campbell back as the focus. It's nice to see Sydney get like a big movie after all this time. I mean, really, the last Sidney Prescott movie was Scream 4. That was a long time ago. I mean, my God, 15 years since I feel like we've gotten a bona fide Sidney Prescott story. So there's a lot of reasons to be excited about this one. I understand why fans are over the moon about it. A lot of nostalgia here, and I feel like this movie is definitely going to lean into that. For those, for those who are really into that. I want to see this franchise more than anything, like tell some new stories, but I am excited to get this movie. It's gonna be a huge money maker, leaning into the tropes of pretty much every other franchise right now. So it's gonna make a lot of money and gonna give reason to make more Scream movies for the future. And I'm hoping those movies that we get next are a little weirder, try to get into some other kind of crazy ideas that we haven't seen this franchise do before. And that to me is what I'm excited for. I think this movie is going to prove that this franchise can go on for a very long time with a whole bunch of different crazy ideas, and I'm hoping the studio picks up on that. that would be awesome. Slavenheimer is saying, as much as you see the Mocker House, it seems like the opening, I don't know if I'm sold on it really being the opening. There's no traditional slash into the title card, just him walking into the camera. I don't know, it just seems odd. I feel like that's definitely got to be it, though. Like, what else could be the opening scene that we've seen already from the marketing, the trailers? We also got in a piece of one of the marketing. There was like this motion poster where it was like all these different things, like text. It read like different texts, and one of the things was we got to driving back from Woodsboro to Pine Grove or something like that. And I just feel like that's probably the Killers. With their plan, essentially going from Woodsboro for the opening kill, burning down the house, and then driving all the way to Pine Grove, Indiana to fuck around with Sydney. So I feel like that's definitely our opening. I 100% am sold on that, but I would be shocked if it wasn't. I would be very shocked. That would be a big surprise. Eric Irardi throwing $2 out there. Thank you so much, Eric, for the support. Jimmy Fallon yesterday with Courtney and the bangs. Does she have her bangs back? Did she cut them again? My God. I have been trying to get over a cold, and I've been editing like crazy. I don't know. I have not seen any of that, sadly. I know that there was a new clip revealed, like a bigger shot of the interview between Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell. So I know that was revealed, and I kind of saw that. I have not seen the full clip from Jimmy Fallon, though. But, dude, thank you so much for the 2. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if she cut her bangs again, because that would be really funny. Fort Misery Gaming, I'm doing a video on this tomorrow. Are you excited that Gladys from Weapons is going to get featured in Scary Movie 6? Yes, they're doing a parody of that. They're doing a parody of Sinners, A Quiet Place. And what was the other thing? I know Terrifier is there's gonna be a big Terrifier parody in there. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be fun. Scary Movie 6. I really hope that bangs. Another big thing to look out for if you go and see Scream 7 either Thursday or Friday night is that there's gonna be a trailer for Scary Movie 6 playing before it. So that, I'm sure, is going to entail a lot of silly stuff. And hopefully gives us a taste of another good scary movie, because frankly, the last couple were not very good in my opinion. 4 and 5, take them or leave them kind of vibes. So I'm really hoping that this next one rocks, and hopefully it doesn't suck. Hopefully that's the case. Justin, yes, I have met some of the actors. I got to meet Matthew Lillard twice. I can say I'm actually good friends with the bathroom girls from the original Scream, Nancy Ann Ritter and Leonora Scelfo. Both very kind, very, very cool. Had gotten to hang out with them a couple of times, which is great. They're really cool. I really want to have them on the page sometime. But yeah, I've met a couple of people. I'm trying to. Who else have I met? I swear I've met somebody else, and it's just not coming to mind. Oh, David Arquette. I got to meet David Arquette a few years back, like literally last minute. Came out of absolutely nowhere. We were at a convention with I was with my buddy Eric, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, I got like tickets to go meet David Arquette. He's like, we got to go right now though. And I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Not even 15 minutes later, we're like meeting David Arquette. I'm shaking his hand, telling him I wish Dewey was still alive. It was insane. But he was so kind. It was like the end of the day too. He was like, you could tell like everyone was winding down. Everyone was tired. He was still giving his 100%. So I thought that was really cool. David Arquette was the best. Same with Matthew Lillard though. Matthew's got this unbelievable energy. He's so excited to meet fans, and that's such a wonderful thing. My fiance Madison, when she met him, we were like, we got to come up with the most like obscure reference to his career that we could find. And we figured out that Matthew Lillard is in a random episode of Criminal Minds. So my fiance, she's amazing, goes up to Matthew Lillard and says, I loved you in season 3, episode 18 of Criminal Minds as this so-and-so character. And he like just looks at her and he says, you need therapy. You need professional help. And so awesome. Very funny stuff. But Matthew, class act. If you get a chance to meet him, do it. Meet your heroes, man, because he's amazing. Eric is throwing $2 out there saying Jimmy had a cut up wig that he puts on her. So funny. Oh shit. That's great. Oh my God. Those bangs are so bad in Scream 3. It's fucking funny. I just got to rewatch that movie last week, and there's a reaction video up on the page. Shameless plug, but go watch it. It's great. Yeah, it's iconic. It's honestly so bad it's iconic. Like you've gone all the way around from bad to just this is a thing now, and I love that. Eric, thank you for the 2. I'm going to check out that clip right after this. We also have another Eric, the Bearded Entertainment, throwing 5 out there. Thank you for being with us. This is the fellow who met David Arquette with me. Look at that. 148 watchers and only 98 likes. What are we doing, people? Slash that like button. You know what's up. Make it happen. I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the support of the page. And I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on Scream 7 when you get to see it. So let us know. Let us know. Coop, the Coop is saying, no, yeah, Scary Movie 4 and 5 are terrible. I know. It's a shame. 4 and 5 and 6, definitely trash. You don't know that Scary Movie 6 is going to be trash. Come on now. Sloppenheimer is saying, I loved Scream 5. In my opinion, it's everything a requel should be. I really like 5. I talked a little bit about some of my criticisms of it today, but I still really do like the movie. It's definitely lower on my list than it used to be, but still has some really good things about it that I like. I love the whole middle sequence of that movie is like phenomenal. I wouldn't change a thing. There's just like that first 45 minutes of Scream 5 has some like really rough meta lines that just don't land. I don't know. There's too much of a focus on, trying to reference other horror movies or trying to feel like we're in a cheesy slasher flick rather than actually building characters. And I feel like that's my biggest problem with Scream 5. And I kind of broke it down in today's video. Go give it a watch if you haven't seen it yet. But I do really like Scream 5, but it's got some issues for sure. Justin, you're talking about the Scream movies. 4, 5, and 6 are not trash. Oh, come on now. I've seen worse. I have seen, trust me, there's worse. There are movies that deserve the title of trash. Come on now. Cruel ZV Lives is saying, Sup, Jake, how do we feel about some of the reviews we've seen so far? I've heard it's overwhelmingly good. I've mostly seen mixed reviews. It feels like it's all over the place. I saw a review from a gentleman who I typically trust this person's opinion, and I won't say who it is because I go see the movie, formulate your own opinion, then let's come back to reviews. Person was saying that it's mostly a pretty fun time. Third act kind of falls apart a little bit, and it's all about the nostalgia, baby. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that because those are that's exactly my thoughts about Scream 6, and I want a different movie. I want something else besides just Scream 6 again. So I'm really hoping that this movie can find a way to stand out. And it is a true Scream 7. You know what I mean? Just it has its own personality, does its own thing, and doesn't just copy what was great about the last flick. So I'm definitely worried about that based on some of the things we're hearing. Jarvis is saying, hey, my man, hope you're well. Same to you, Jarvis. Just want to know what are your thoughts of Stu returning, and I think Roman Bridger as well, though I'm not 100% sure. You know, dude, and I'm saying this with no bias at all. I genuinely do not think you're going to see any dead characters return from the grave. And I think that simply because clearly there's going to be some sort of commentary on AI and deepfake tech. And I think that's why we have all these characters coming back, because it just seems to be the case. Based on what we've seen from the marketing, where we're only hearing their voices and then we're only seeing Stu on like a glitched out TV, that seems like a horror movie's way of doing a deep fake, so to say. You know, I know deep fakes in real life are supposed to look real. They're supposed to look like really what the person looks like. But if you're doing a horror movie where it's like, this has got to be a scary version of that, you're going to mess around with some details. You're going to have a pixelated version of Stu Macher on screen and make it look scarier. And that's also going to help make the CGI, VFX, makeup, whatever that they do on Matthew Lillard look a lot better. Let's be honest. So I do not think these characters are back from the dead, sadly. And I know that sucks. I know some people, that's all they want from Scream. But I just don't think it's happening, sadly. Anime Night is saying you mentioned in a short video that Scary Movie 6, the trailer will be attached to Scream 7. Yes, that was a big update from last week, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're getting a big trailer for Scary Movie 6 tomorrow, too, which is exciting. So definitely hyped to break all that down. I'm going to have a lot of videos to make in the next couple of days. It's going to be chaos. So I literally spent Tuesday trying to heal up, got a little bit of a head cold that day. And because I just know we're going to get a lot of things this weekend. Lots to break down, lots to talk about. Not even just Scream 7, but also Scary Movie 6 stuff. We got a huge Terrifier 4 update today, guys. Lots of exciting horror news going around the parts lately. I don't even know how I'm going to keep up with it. It's insane. So I'm definitely excited for it all, and you will see a fuck ton of videos from this guy in the next couple of days. And then after that, I'm gonna coast. I'm gonna not post videos for like probably a week and a half, and then we'll get back to it. I need to recuperate at the end of all of this crazy shit, because it's gonna be a lot. But we're gonna have a lot of really cool content here in the next couple of days. I am hyped. Collarbone, yes, we have a Terrifier 4 update. I'll be breaking it down in a short tomorrow. But essentially, Damien Leone has told us that he's still writing the script, and that he doesn't think that the movie is gonna come out this year or really anytime soon. He's still working on it. And he will give us the go-ahead to say when pre-production is actually starting. I guess there's a lot of... I've kind of seen a few of these things, maybe not everything, but there's a few different accounts and news outlets claiming that Terrifier 4 is going into pre-production, and Damien has set the record straight, saying, nope, still working on the scripts. Still just writing it. And we've talked a little bit about why I think that is. It's because, this is a movie that I think is going to transcend the slasher genre. It's going to be more of like an epic. So I don't think Terrifier 4 is going to be like anything similar to the original Terrifier. It's going beyond that. It's going to be this big epic angels versus demons story. There's already inklings of that in Terrifiers 2 and 3. So it's crazy. We're going to talk more about it tomorrow, but I am excited. I can't wait to cringe at the Scary Movie 6 trailer. I mean, yeah. It's going to be hard to watch, but I think that's part of the fun. Oh yeah, Cruel ZV actually just posted about it. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be talking all about some Terrifier 4 stuff very soon. Definitely excited to get into it. Maddie Stager is saying, I just painted my Ghostface mask while listening to the live in the background. Thank you. I appreciate you for hanging out with us. And I can't wait. I hope your Ghostface mask comes out really nice. What are you painting it? I'm curious. What colors are you doing with all that? Lucas is saying Ghostface returns in Avengers Doomsday. I love that. Are we excited for the new Avengers at the end of the year? I'm curious what everyone thinks about that. I want to see Robert Downey play a villain. That's all I really care about. That's all I care to see, if I'm being honest. Collarbone is saying this year will also mark the first time I go to Halloween Horror Nights. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I'm so excited, and I hope there will be a Terrifier house. I know there was one last year. I don't know about this year, but I'm very jealous. HHN, so much fun. Great food, great haunted houses, great attractions. Overall, I want to go again. Last time I went was 2022, and the Michael Myers house was one of the coolest haunted houses I ever went through in my life. So I cannot stress enough. Yeah, do that if you can. It's expensive, but it's so worth it. It's the best haunted house experience you'll ever have. Jordan is saying, are you excited for Jurassic World 5 and The Mummy 4 happening? Do you Love Angela White. I do a lot. Hell yeah. I am excited for Jurassic World 5. I'm a weirdo who actually liked Jurassic World Rebirth. I think it's a little overhated. Honestly, I liked it more than Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, for sure. I think it is not the worst world movie by far. And The Mummy 4, yeah, with Brendan Fraser, that's gonna rock. I'm also really excited for Lee Cronin's The Mummy coming up here in like 2 months. That's the more horror take on The Mummy. I think it's gonna be great. We got a lot of good stuff in both of those categories coming here, so I definitely want to cover both of those movies as we get closer to them. I am so excited to rewatch the Jurassic Park films because I've only seen Rebirth once and I've only seen Dominion once. Not that I really want to revisit Dominion, but but I feel I should give it another go. So that's definitely something I will come back to at some point. Femel, what's up, my friend? Scream 7 tomorrow, finally. I know, let's go. Hype as fuck. Yes, and I will not be live tomorrow. I see people asking. Won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live on Friday. So stop on by Friday. It's going to be awesome. What? Jordan, you hate Jurassic Park 3. That's my favorite sequel. I love Jurassic Park 3. Oh man, it's so much fun. It's so dumb and fun. I know it's dumb, but that's why I love it. Ellen, dude, the dream sequence, that makes me laugh. That makes me belly laugh every time I see it. It's so good. It's I think Lost World is objectively the best sequel, but man, Jurassic Park 3 is so much fun. I don't know. Collarbone is saying, okay, this is probably going to be the last time I go on social media until Saturday because I don't want spoilers. See ya, Jake, and I hope you love the movie. Same to you, my friend. I am probably going to be signing off here too because I am tired and I want to beat this cold. But I did want to talk with y'all about some final predictions, thoughts, feelings, all this excitement before we get into Scream tomorrow for some of us, the rest of the weekend. But guys, I really hope that you enjoy Scream 7, and I really hope you enjoy the Scary Movie 6 trailer before that. And finally, I really hope you join us for one of the streams that we're doing this weekend. We're streaming Friday at 7, Saturday at 7, and Sunday at 7, so stop by for one of those streams. They will be filled with spoilers, though, so make sure you've seen Scream 7 before you hop on over there. It's going to be fun. Guys, so much love to you all. Enjoy Scream 7, and we will talk about it very, very soon here. Have a great night, everybody, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Bye-bye.